This is the all-new 2023 Ford Super Duty. This particular truck is an F-250 Lariat model and it's finished in star white metallic. It's powered by the high-output 6.7-liter PowerStroke turbo diesel engine. This engine is rated at a whopping 500 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque, so we have lots and lots of power, and it makes the Super Duty capable of towing up to 40,000 pounds. And it runs through the 10R140 automatic transmission. This Lariat is equipped with the Ultimate package as well as the Lariat Sport package. Now we're going to take a quick walk around the outside here, and then we're going to hop into the interior. Now if we start with the front end styling of the Super Duty, we do have an updated design here. We have the full LED headlight here. It's also paired with an LED fog light, and this particular truck equipped with the Sport package again. We do have some unique changes to the outside here. So we do have the gray accented grille and also the body colored bumpers. And this front bumper does include the front parking sensors as well as a set of recovery hooks down there at the bottom. Also with the Ultimate package, we do have the 360 camera system. So we have the front view camera with the little washer jet there beside it, and also the Super Duty stamping there on the hood. And just like the previous generation, this is a fully aluminum truck. It is full aluminum, so you don't have to worry about corrosion, and also makes it much lighter than a traditional steel body. And if you take a look at the wheel design here, now this is the standard wheel for the Sport package on Lariat. Now these wheels are also optional on XLT Sport, but here they come as a standard feature. It's a 20-inch wheel. It's wrapped in an LT 275/65 Bridgestone Dueler tire. And if you move along to the side here, we do have the F-250 Lariat badging right there on the side. And because we have the Sport package, this is sort of blacked out, so you do have that more sporty appearance. And also standard with the Lariat is the PowerScope tow mirror. So we have a body colored top here, and it's fully power operated. Includes power folding, power extending, because we do have the tow mirror, so it does actually power extend, and also the blind spot indicator in the top corner there. Now we know this is the high output version of the PowerStroke diesel engine because we have the red 6.7 liter right there. So that is the main way to know if it's a high output version, is that red color. But this particular Super Duty is a Super Crew model, so it's the full 4-door with the 6 3/4 bed. So the Super Duty has two bed length configurations, which is the 6 3/4 like we have here again, or there's also that full 8-foot length. So again, this is sort of the shorter version of the bed. But now we'll take a look into the window sticker, see what this truck cost. So up top we have 2023 F-250, again with a high output diesel engine in star white. And here are some of the options that this particular one has. So there's the high output diesel engine, which costs $13,500, just under that. And there's the Sport package as well as the Lariat Ultimate right there at the bottom. So we have a bunch of options, brings the price to just under $115,000. Now these are Canadian dollars, so just keep that in mind. We are in Canadian pricing, so this may be a little bit of a higher price than you would see in the States, but that is what this truck costs here in Canada. And also equipped is the FX4 off-road package. So we do get the sticker on the side of the bed, and we also have a bunch of off-road features, including a locking rear differential, which with the high output diesel engine is a 331 gearing. We also have hill descent control and full underbody skid plate protection. Also with the diesel engine, we do have the unique exhaust tip. So it does have the dual exit there, nice chrome finish on this particular Lariat model as well. And the taillights are actually halogen, which was a bit of a surprise to me. It's an incandescent bulb, but we do have the blind spot kind of system integrated in that little black section right there. I believe on higher trim levels you would have the LED, maybe on King Ranch and above. We actually haven't received one of those for me to confirm that, but I believe that is the case here. We have the body colored rear bumper, which is part of the Sport package, which does include the rear parking sensors. And also being a Super Duty, we do have the massive Class 5 hitch receiver, which is rated upwards of 30,000 or more pounds. So huge hitch, and Ford also did redesign the chain hookup here, so it's a little bit easier to use, which was a complaint of the past. So Ford made it a lot easier to hook up your chains. Of course, we have your 7 and 4 pin connectors right down there, and also the rear view camera. Flip this open. The power tailgate is an option, not fitted to this particular unit, but you can get power tailgate on Lariat models. We have the measuring little device here on the tailgate with the tailgate step. We also have LED box lighting and lots of tie-down points. And new for 2023 is the bed side step. So we do have the bed side step on every single Super Duty, the ones that come fitted with a bed at least. So if you have a Super Duty with a bed, you will have the bed side step. And in addition to that, you also get the bumper step. So those come on all 2023 Super Duties. And if we take a look into the interior of the F-250, now the door handles have been changed up. They're more like the F-150 where they're kind of squared off compared to the older styles, a bit more rounder. So we do have a new door handle design there. But we'll take a look into the interior of this F-250. Being a Lariat model, we do have these gorgeous leather bucket seats, which are of course fully power operated, and they're also heated and cooled, so they're very, very comfortable. And because we also have the Lariat Ultimate package, we do have the speaker in the headrest. So the Lariat Ultimate includes the 18 speaker Bang & Olufsen Unleashed sound system. So that actually comes standard with this Lariat Ultimate. So we do have the headrest speaker, and we also have headliner speakers. So it's 360 audio, again 18 speakers with the subwoofer. So lots and lots of clarity, lots of bass, phenomenal sound system. And if you take a look at the door panel here, nice soft touch leather on the armrest, and of course everything here is power operated. We also have 3-way memory that does work not only for the driver's seat, but also the steering column and the power pedals. So everything's power operated, and again does work in conjunction with that memory function there. And there's the B&O system speaker in the door. Of course, lots of storage down here. And in addition to the power pedals, we have all of your lighting controls right here. And new for 23 is the electronic parking brake. So previously it was foot activated, but Ford got rid of that, and we do have a electronic parking brake, which maybe you can hear it if I flip it on. It is quite loud. Definitely nice heavy duty parking brake there, which of course is required for pulling a lot of weight. So that's new for 2023. But we'll take a closer look into the interior here. We'll step inside where we do have the unchanged key fob. The key fob is the same from last year. It has remote start and also the tailgate release on there. But we'll fire up that high output 6.7 liter diesel engine. So again, this engine makes 500 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. So this is the most powerful diesel truck has ever been produced, at least a factory production truck. So this is a first for the automobile industry. Again, 1,200 foot-pounds of torque, capable of towing up to 40,000 pounds, properly equipped in a very specific configuration, and again also the 8,000 pound payload capacity. So Ford is breaking the grounds for 2023, really has set the bar high for the competition. But we'll have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel here, which is also heated on this particular Lariat model. We have the upgraded driver co-pilot driver assistance package, so we have adaptive cruise control with lane centering, which is a nice feature to have for highway driving. We also have the volume buttons down there, and then on the right side is controls for the fully digital gauge cluster. Now this is also new for 2023. It's actually available on XLT, which is actually a surprise to me as well. You can actually get this screen on XLT, but Ford made this a standard feature for the Lariat model. And we can control again with these buttons right here. Now there's a lot of stuff in here, and I'll try to quickly go through it as easy as possible. We have trip and fuel economy information, heads-up display, which I will come back to in just a second. But if we go into gauges, we have general measurements, which includes different temperatures and battery voltage. And then we have diesel specific measurements, which includes the boost pressure. You also have your engine brake, exhaust filter, and the DEF level. If we scroll down a little more, we have the auxiliary gauges. We also have the diesel gauges. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. And then if we scroll down a little more, we have off-road status, towing, you have information, navigation, all your various different little settings in here. So it's a very, very, very configurable gauge cluster. But we'll go back into the heads-up display. So that's new for 2023. We do have a heads-up display, which does come with the Lariat Ultimate. And I'll try to show you the heads-up display right here. So this is the heads-up display right here. When you turn on, you do get a cool little animation, and it's very high resolution, which is nice to see. You do have a nice high resolution screen, and it also changes with drive mode. So I'll kind of show you, this is what I'm looking at here in the gauge cluster. You can change the drive mode layout. So if I go into automatic, which is in right now, if I go into tow haul, it will actually change and show you a tachometer. And then if you go into off-road, it'll actually show you a super cool animation. You have your four-wheel drive settings, you have pitch and roll, and again also that tachometer as well as the speedometer. So you do have a lot of information that's fully customizable in this new heads-up display. And you can also change what's in the gauge cluster, so you can change the content. You can also change the brightness, the position of it, again all adjustable through this screen here. So it's a very nice high resolution heads-up display. We'll kind of move off of that, where we do have Also standard with the Lariat is the Sync 4 12-inch display. Now the 12-inch display was available on the previous Super Duty, but this is the updated design, which is now available on F-150. We have all your little hotkeys down here, which does include audio, phone, built-in navigation, your apps, which is the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and you also have various different settings as well as the feature section. So it's very similar to the previous model, but it is kind of updated and changed for 2023. And above the screen, we do have the diesel engine brake right there. So if we push that, that will turn on the engine brake. And there's also an automatic setting, so you can turn on automatic. So it will automatically turn on if you're towing and going downhill. That will certainly help. We also have the 360 camera, which is also standard with Lariat Ultimate, and we can cycle through all your different views right up there. We also have the parking sensors. You can turn those on and off, as well as hill descent control. And moving down, we do have Pro Trailer Backup Assist and the trailer brake controller, as well as the 4-wheel drive setting. So there's one new thing, or I guess one change for 23, and that is the location of the locking rear differential. So previously it was in the middle of the button, you pull the knob out and it will lock it in 4-wheel drive, but now it's moved to the bottom section here. So you actually just push that and that will lock up the differential, so you do have a little bit extra added traction. Unlike the F-150, Ford does not give us 4A, which is automatic, for Super Duty. It's only available on F-150. So Ford took the locking diff and just stuck it in that place there. We do also have the drive mode select, and because we have that nice digital screen, we do get some super cool animations between each particular one. And also with the FX4 off-road package, we do get additional drive modes as well. And in the middle here, we do have the climate control system, which is dual zone, and we do have the automatic function. So you can just set it to a temperature and it will automatically adjust for you. We also have heated and cooled seats, as well as the heated steering wheel. And also with Lariat Ultimate, we do have the wireless charging pad. So we have a nice wireless charger, and it's vertical. You can kind of see it goes down there, so your phone stands straight up versus horizontal, like you would see in an F-150. But we do have this nice covered storage. You can close up with some sort of wood-like trim there. And we do have some additional storage back here with the sliding cup holders, which is now much easier to open. Previously it was a little bit crunchy, a little bit harder to open, but now it's nice and smooth. Ford made a nice change there. Also some additional storage down here. And just like the bed, we do have the 400-watt inverter outlet with the 12-volt connector right there, and a dual glove box with the Super Duty stamping on there. And this one does have the console seating. You can actually still get the bench configuration, which is nice. So you can get the bench seating in the Lariat model, but this one has the console here, which does open up, of course, and you have all your storage and outlets, and also a little light down there, so you can see what you're doing. But we do have the nice leather wrapped here as well. And also with the Lariat Ultimate included is the 6 auxiliary switches. So these are used quite frequently. These are pre-wired, pre-fused, ready to go, and you can tap into these. You can run a light bar, you can run a winch, you can run whatever you want off of these switches, and you don't have to drill some ugly switch into your dash. These are pre-wired and ready to go. Up top, lastly, we do have the twin panel panoramic sunroof. And if we take a look into the rear seat of this F-250, again, this is the Super Crew model, so it's the largest and definitely most popular cab for the Super Duty, which is no surprise, just like the F-150. But again, Lariat, we do have these nice leather seats with the maroon accent piping, just like you would see on an F-150. So we have a lot of shared parts from the F-150, but they are different. But if we lift this up, we do have the lockable storage, which is currently in its folded up position, but you can fold this flat, which would give you a nice flat surface back here, so you can load your tools or your dog or whatever you want, no problem at all. We have your tire changing kit back here, and the subwoofer does hide in behind the seat here a little bit. You have a subwoofer for that B&O sound system. Now if we fold these back down, we do have heated function back here as well. We do have heated seats, as well as a bunch of outlets and connectors back here. You can keep everything charged up. This one has a bunch of accessories. We have floor liners, we also have rubber floor mats, we have the hubcaps for the wheels, and also the grille cover. So the customer went crazy on this particular unit here, so that's definitely nice. And we get a nice view of that panoramic sunroof. But unfortunately, this particular Super Duty is a sold unit. But if you're interested in getting one just like this, you can give us a call or visit us at mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.